Hi everyone, welcome back. In this video, we are going to talk about the cloud computing service models. There are mainly three cloud service models that are commonly used: infrastructure as a service, platform as a service, and software as a service. Before we get into more details about the service models, let's understand the traditional on-premise service model. Consider a scenario where you are asked to set up a data center and build an application similar to Gmail or any similar web application. Your organization has provided you with a budget that you need to purchase all the components required for the setup. You would need network, storage, database, virtualization, hypervisor, middleware, and then once you have all those components, you would need to build the application. If you consider building a data center, you will need to work with different teams. For network, you need to work with the network admin. For storage, the storage admin team, and databases, DBA, system engineers have to handle the servers. You also need to work with the virtualization vendor like VMware or Hyper-V, Xen or KVM. You will need a solution architect who will analyze the data, and then the developers need to build the application. With that understanding of the, the traditional deployment model, we will now understand the service models that are available for the cloud. As I mentioned, the three most common models are software as a service, platform as a service, and infrastructure as a service. Each provides a different level of manageability and customization for your solution. Now let's understand the software as a service. There is a good slide that will explain you the different service models in detail. Let's start with software as a service. The software as a service helps you to deliver an application that can be easily distributed and accessed from anywhere. A good example would be Gmail application. The Gmail is an email-based application that is fully managed and accessed over the internet. You don't have to install any software on your local device to be able to use it. So from an end user perspective, software as a service offers the least amount of customization for the application. Another example for software as a service is AWS Lightsail. That is a service provided by AWS. We are going to discuss about the Lightsail later in the course. Now let's talk about the platform as a service. In the platform as a service, it offers you a higher level management and control by providing access to a framework from the operating system. However, the underlying architecture of the host hardware, network components, and operating system are managed by the vendor. Vendors also take care of maintenance and support. This service model is good for developers who want to focus on building the application and not worry about the maintenance of the infrastructure. A good example of platform as a service is AWS Elastic Beanstalk. We are going to discuss in detail about Elastic Beanstalk later in the course. Now let's consider the infrastructure as a service model. It offers you a highest level of customization and management. As you can see here, there is a possibility for you to customize the operating system, middleware, runtime, data, and then the applications. However, the underlying host hardware is still managed by the vendor for maintenance purposes. A good example of infrastructure as a service is Elastic Compute Cloud EC2. We are going to discuss the EC2 in greater detail later during the course. In order to clearly understand the different service model, in the next slide, we are going to have an analogy of pizza as a service. As you can see here, we have a pizza as a service. So now let's understand the traditional on-premise data center model, where which is similar to making a pizza at home. You will need to manage all these things: cheese, toppings, pizza dough, oven. All those things will be managed by you. In the case of the infrastructure as a service, which is similar to take and bake, you will get a frozen pizza from the supermarket and then you bring it home and bake it. In the case of the platform as a service, it's similar to getting the pizza delivered to your home. So we all these gas, oven, pizza dough, toppings, all those are managed by the vendor. In the case of the software as a service, which is similar to a dining out in a restaurant, all of the all of things will be managed by the vendor. I hope this video provides you a good detail about the different cloud deployment models that are commonly used. Thank you.